Hey guys, I'm here with the very tall Claire McGrath.
And this is FSM RX'd in the box.
Welcome to FSM RX'd.
So hey guys, this is Stephen Kinson from FSM RX'd, and today I have the one and only abs herself, Claire McGrath. And Claire is the owner of Yogains. She teaches a lot of yoga, CrossFitter, and currently bodybuilder. So today we're going to start off with delving into her bodybuilding journey and why she started, and she's competition coming up in the next 10 days. So Claire, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Good, good. So we've already had a little chat and we've learned a little bit about you regarding your bodybuilding. And one of the first things you did was show me your abs. So like pretty impressive, very humbling. Flexing for the next 30 minutes. But yeah, so how you were injured first, and through your injury you decided to take on a bodybuilding competition.
Yeah, I was supposed to do the Open,
yeah,
and I was gearing up for the Open all year, and it was exciting, and I can't wait to do the Open. And then in January I was snatching, maxing it, and I hurt my back.
Yeah.
So I tried to work through it and tried to heal it, but it just wasn't happening. So I was still lifting, pushing it as you do when you CrossFit. You're like, I'm okay, you know, ignoring it, and then decided I need to stop and do something else because it wasn't working. So I decided on bodybuilding. So my friend Michelle did it last year.
Yeah. She
still does it now. I just found it interesting, and I figured out from when I was a little girl that I used to watch the Miss Fitness competitions. You know, like Miss Fitness USA on Eurosport, and I didn't equate them to being the same thing until recently.
Yeah, so you're bodybuilding, but it's a
strength gymnastics kind of dance performance as well. Yeah.
But it's not your typical kind of get your swole on Arnold classic kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you do a bit of that as well. So I actually just started doing my posing the other day.
Oh.
It's like, be more square. No idea. I look so awkward. But as part of it. But yeah, I decided to give it a go. Always wanted to do that when I was little. Didn't know what it was. And I met with a coach. His name's Callan. He's one of the best in the industry in Ireland.
Oh, cool.
And he just told me, okay, you'll do Spring Classic and it's in 9 weeks. And I was like, okay, didn't expect it to be in 9 weeks.
So quick, yeah.
Yeah, and that meant I was on the diet straight away. So I didn't even have time to think about it. It's just like, okay, I'll do it. And then the next day I was doing this diet and I was like, oh God, what am I doing? Where's my food gone?
Well, one of the things with bodybuilding, and a lot of people don't understand, is that, like, we say it in the industry a lot, is if you want rockin' abs, it's fake. You do it on a market. It's I'm not going to. I want to, but I'm not going to. I'm Susan. So yeah, it's like your training is hard. It always will be, but it's nutrition. And if you want to get abs, you want to get lean, go talk to a bodybuilder. And we've been saying that for years and years and years. You've now experienced it.
The abs are there. You just have to chisel them away. And it's diet. It's all diet. And like you were saying earlier, you're telling people you have to take what you eat, cut it in half, and literally get rid of all the shit. So I can't say shit on TV.
You can't. You can say shit on YouTube.
Shit.
They don't mind.
Yeah. So the diet's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's not maintainable. It's not something that you could do all year round. I mean, people in bodybuilding, they cycle it, so they do like a bulking phase. I missed the bulking phase, but I always brag saying I was in like a constant bulking phase. Because before, like anyone who knows me, I'll go out for food and I'll order 2 dishes. Because I love food, you know, I love eating. And when you're CrossFit, you're like, okay, I need to make gains. I spent like the last year trying to put on weight. You know, to get stronger. And I did that, and now I've lost all of my gains. So, you know, there's like a balance there as well. So the more you eat, the stronger you get. But if you stop eating, you lose a bit of your strength as well. And
with, like as you're saying, it's a cycle. It's not like we get it, and I know you get it. And when you come into class, new members is, oh, I want this body and I want this look, and you're like, well, that's achievable. Are you willing to train
Yeah.
5-6 days a week, 7 days. Eat ridiculously strict. Cut down on your social life completely, and as we said, like cut your food in half, and then out of that half of food that you're having, cut out all the crap, and then you'll get your results. But no one's really willing, so it's not. And as you said, you did a photo shoot, and
last Sunday
you did a photo shoot, but that's and
it's promoting a certain image, and for me, like, to do the photo shoot was great. It was a really weird experience because looking at the photos when I was doing it, and I was like, oh, that's me, and oh, I have abs, you know, and seeing those photos in magazines, you know, the ab shots on the cover of the magazine, people are in this condition because they've dieted for however many weeks, or, you know, and it's a really strict diet. They know they have that photo shoot, they're getting ready for it. They've leaned down to a state where they're not very strong. You know, they may not be extremely healthy, you know, they might not feel great, but it looks good for the shoot.
Yeah.
And then that image is promoted in the health industry, in the magazines. You know, and this is the ideal.
This is the norm.
This is the norm. Yeah. This is what you need to strive for. So everyone in the gym, they're like, oh, I want to look like that. Or I want to look like that trainer. Or, you know, I want to be like that. And do you know what's behind that? You know, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, here you come to the gym and eat like this and you'll look like that. You know, it's way harder than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it needs to be kind of, I don't know, I need to stress that it's a lot harder than that.
But see, you're like, obviously you're a trainer, and you're working with clients through yoga and CrossFit and stuff, and you've seen those clients. Now you've physically gone through that journey. You're 10 days away now, and obviously when this is aired and this is out, you'll have competed.
Hopefully I'll survive.
And survive and have a little bit more weight back on her. If that's what you want.
Yeah.
But even you were saying that you don't feel good.
No.
Like when people say, "Oh, I want to lose all this weight," and I want to, well, if you're willing to give me 3 months of your life, you're willing to have all your friends hate you because you're going to be a narky person. You're not going to sleep well. You're going to be constantly hungry, and just everything. And if you're a woman, then you're kind of running down the road of kind of your menstrual cycle and messing with that a little bit. Are you willing to do that? Yes. Okay, we've got a plan.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But are you willing to do that? No, I have my weekend party and we're going to have some cake, and the lads are over for some beers and the game, or the girls are over for whatever, and it's gone. Well, yeah, that's gone. You want the abs? Yeah. So it's
I'm actually going to a hen party this weekend, but I'll be drinking sparkling water.
She's got great crack.
Great crack. My coach said you can do backflips to entertain them.
Yeah, if you have the energy. Yeah.
Do I get extra carbs for that? No.
So you're like, so you as I was saying, you're going through that journey now, and you know how hard it is, and you're kind of just saying, like, a few weeks ago you were kind of like, oh no, and then
yeah, halfway. I think when I got to halfway, I was thinking, oh my god, I have to do all of that again. So like at 4 or 5 weeks, I was just like, can I go through that again, that diet for another 4 weeks?
Yeah.
And then once I got over the halfway mark, I was like, all right, this is okay, because I could see the end.
Yeah.
You know, it was getting shorter. And the last couple of weeks, I think when my body fat got really low, I just really feel it now when I train. I get dizzy when I squat. Like yesterday I was squatting and everything got slow. You know, and like I could hear like nothing. The sound was muffled, and like everything just was in slow motion, and I just felt really dizzy.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. You can't train normally. You know, I don't feel strong when I train now. I'm just trying to get through it.
Yeah.
So I'm training hard, but I'm just trying to survive it, as opposed to like puring, or, you know, I mean, I'm puring stuff like body weight stuff because I'm so light.
Yeah.
Like I've lost
10
kilos.
10 kilos.
10 kilos.
In 8 weeks.
In 6 weeks, I lost
6
10
weeks.
kilos. Yeah.
So that's for anyone. That's a very what anyone watching this that's thinking like that is just going to hear. She lost 10 kilos in 6 weeks. How did she do it? It's like, it's not. It's very extreme. And when you're doing extreme stuff like that, you have to be like, you're being monitored by a coach. You have a coach who's looking after you, and you have a good supporting network. It's not just kind of something you just try and throw yourself into. You need to be aware, but also you had the muscle developed before you started this. So if you don't have the muscle,
you won't burn that many calories.
You're not going to burn, and then that 8 weeks is gone, or 6 weeks is going to be even worse.
And you'll just be skinny at the end of it. You won't be ripped. You need to be careful as well that you don't lose all your muscle. I mean, I'm sure I've lost some muscle, but I don't know how much. You know, I just been trying to be careful to keep as much as possible.
Yeah, so you're maintaining your strength as much as you can without kind of sacrificing for crazy workouts and stuff like that, which I'm sure when there's a good workout on the day, you kind of, I want to do that.
It's funny actually with CrossFit, because I have been doing CrossFit, like I tried to keep it up.
Yeah.
And the first half was fine, but as my body fat got low again, now when I do it, like I'll do a 10-minute AMRAP and I'll feel sick.
Yeah.
At the end of it, I'll do like 20 unbroken wall balls and I'll feel like puking for everyone.
Yeah.
Like it's just a weird situation where you do like HIIT training.
Yeah.
When you're in this condition, you just feel rubbish for some reason. I can run 10k no problem, which would have been a massive challenge for me at Christmas time. Like I took like 20 minutes off my 10k time recently just because I'm so light.
Yeah.
And it feels like running on fluffy clouds as opposed to like dragging my big legs. But yeah, CrossFit has gotten so much harder, as in like doing WODs and lifting.
Yeah.
Like it's so much harder now, just mentally and physically.
But that's another misconception that a lot of people kind of come across is they want the extreme diet with the extreme training.
Yeah, you can't.
And that's not sustainable, because you just can't not have, and like you're feeling like you're sick, no energy after training, because you have no energy to fuel what you just did. So you're literally running on empty as much as you.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the everyday guy or girl just trying to lose a bit of weight and feel good, you have to eat your calories. You have to.
And I used to eat to perform.
Yeah.
So I used to like backload on carbs. I would do very specifically eat loads of porridge in the evening before bed, so that in the morning I would get up and I would have glycogen in my muscles and I'd feel good training. Because I don't eat before training because it doesn't suit me.
Yeah.
And it's different for everybody. And now I'm like, I don't eat in the evening.
Yeah.
And I'm up in the morning doing fasted cardio to burn fat, you know. So it's totally different. Like even doing a CrossFit class in the morning, it's just like dragging my ass around the place. It's so hard.
And then like obviously after in 10 days you after competing, so are you gonna head back into the kind of world of CrossFit and kind of obviously
it's not Guinness.
She's locked. She's drunk. That's the worst. So today on your Facebook there was a time hop. There was from a while back you posted that you got a 55 kilo back squat and there were some funny comments under that. But then there was also you're saying now your back squat is 105 kilos. Well, yeah.
It was at Christmas time. It's funny, like at the time 55 kilos was massive for me, and the comments under it was my brother saying, "Claire, what are you doing? You're not built like your sister. Don't be lifting those kind of weights." Yeah. You know, it's just like it's funny looking back on it like a year later, saying like, "Geez, I've put like 50 kilos onto that." Yeah.
Like
it's mad.
I think it affects women a little bit more, but when you start training, strength training and stuff like that, there's this whole, again, the misconception of you're just going to explode into this, you're just going to wake up as like a bodybuilder, like huge, and it clearly doesn't, like that's
it's hard to put on muscle.
Yeah, especially like harder for a woman as well.
Yeah. So you get the girls saying, "Oh, I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to get bulky." Yeah. Like, do you know how hard it is to get bulky? Yeah. Or how much they have to eat? Or I used to eat a lot. Yeah. And like that bulking is hard work. It costs a lot of money as well. Yeah. It's a misconception that if you lift that you'll be big.
Yeah, especially if it's a 5 kilo dumbbell and you're thinking like, "Oh my god, I'm on the big weights,"
Yeah. Like if you pick that up, you're going to grow a massive bicep. Yeah. Doesn't work like that. Yeah.
We'd have hulks in the gym. But with that, like, so there's been a huge, it's kind of been growing obviously in America and Australia and the other bigger countries that have fitness, but in Ireland the whole women lifting weights and being proud and strong, like you're down in Blackrock with the guys, and like there's some really strong women coming out of there, and like obviously we had Amy and Sarah.
I should change my name to Amy.
It would just make everything flow. I wouldn't have to remember the names.
You're not good at names.
So this whole kind of revolution of lifting weights and being strong is it's not what it was, what the misconception was. And how have you found that over, like, since you've been a trainer from when you started to entering CrossFit, your yoga, now bodybuilding, do you see that you're helping to empower women to be strong, join a gym, lifting weights it's good for you. It's actually beneficial.
I'd say actually definitely particularly in yoga, because in yoga there's like a thing about not doing other sports or other exercises because they're afraid of putting on muscle or like getting tight. Like when I started CrossFit, I was terrified that I was going to lose all my flexibility. Yeah. And I haven't.
Oh, and that's very similar to someone that's giving out. Person behind the camera.
Yeah, I was terrified, like literally, because my yoga teachers, or some of them, would have been saying, you know, don't do that, don't run, don't lift weights, don't do this, blah blah blah, because you'll undo all of your hard work that you've built doing flexibility. But I was getting all sorts of injuries from instability because I was too flexible. So I knew I needed some sort of balance. And my sister at the time was lifting weights and she was doing CrossFit, and I was like, she's really strong. I'm like, maybe I need a little bit of that. So I tried it. Yeah. Tentatively. Took me a long time to actually get into it properly. Yeah. And eventually saw that I wasn't losing flexibility. Actually, some parts of me are more flexible now from squatting. You know, my hips are actually more flexible because you work that range of motion a lot under weight. You get more flexible. Yeah. You know, so I haven't lost my essence of flexibility, I guess. And like my back and everything is still really flexible. So but I'm a lot stronger, so I'm a lot more stable. So those instability injuries don't exist anymore. Yeah, and as for someone doing yoga, the transition into weight training, obviously there is a misconception, and like as when I met Ashley, and I had the misconception of the yogi hugging trees and the funky pants and incense and vegetarian diets and all that stuff, and not that there's anything wrong with that, if that's your gig, whatever. I've done the vegetarian. I'm gonna have the worst yoga class today. It's gonna crush me. But for me, I've been in yoga now for 6 weeks, and even I was just saying to Aisling, is in my recovery, like when I wake up generally I'm stiff. Now I'm the kind of running drugs, kind of the flexible rhino, or the unflexible rhino, because I'm stiff, everything's kind of tweaked and stuff, and just from strength training and Olympic lifting and CrossFitting for so many years, and the flexibility work, right? You got the mobility WOD, which is good, but it's not long term. And then your yoga in Yogains and stuff like that, like that's kind of just, I say in the last 12 months more so, but it's just really exploded. And a lot of people are kind of into it, and you've kind of bridged that gap between the yogi and the CrossFitter, and despite the video that's out on YouTube, which is hilarious, definitely check it. I'm going to link it to this thing because it's fucking hilarious. The spine of a trance. CrossFit yoga. But you've kind of, like I haven't seen it, I've always seen articles and stuff about the benefits of yoga for CrossFit and vice versa and stuff like that, but we've seen it with you that you've actually kind of crossed that over, and you've kind of developed this little kind of, do you even like Yogains? It's just Yogains, and it is such a double entendre with the double meaning, obviously. But do you find now it's kind of bridging that gap with guys coming over into, I need this to make me stronger. Yeah, there's a lot of girls, the vice versa. So I need strength training for yoga, and if I do a mix of both, I'm going to get double the results. And I work on a lot of skills and stuff for CrossFit in it, like handstand push-ups and hand balances and all the stuff that a lot of yoga teachers are afraid to go near because they're advanced. I don't think handstands are advanced. I always say it. We teach our 4-year-olds in CrossFit Kids handstands. So if a kid can do it, how is it? It's not advanced. It's just a mental. You're upside down. Oh shit! I'm upside down. Oh, panic. You know. And then people are like, "Oh, she's teaching handstands. This must be advanced yoga." No, it's not. Yeah. You're just upside down. It's like this. It's the exact, like physically, like challenging. It's not. Yeah. You know, you're not doing any kind of crazy flexibility. You're just standing upside down. And I assume that you have there's the progression and scaling and stuff like that, and like in CrossFit you come in, oh well that's the workout, oh I can't do that. I was like, you can do this. Well we're going to break it down, you're only here, like we're going to break it down, but this is like, it's not, we don't have advanced CrossFit, it's can you do a muscle up. If you're not doing a muscle up, then you're doing the transitions and the progressions to get to the muscle up. But mostly, it's funny, actually, in all my classes, I would say 99% of the people do a handstand or a headstand the first class. Yeah. Whether they want to or not. They're forced into it. No, obviously if they feel comfortable to do it, but I'm always there to help. So I go around and support everyone and make sure that they're safe and everything. but they do it. Like, it's just getting over that mentally that they can do it, and they're amazed that they haven't done it since they were a kid. That all of a sudden, oh, actually, I can still do that. I have muscle memory.
And a good thing, like, it's kind of, you get that benefit of play, which gets lost. In CrossFit, you can kind of still have that play because you're having fun in a Metcon, and there's always someone shouting and screaming, yeah, it's great, and getting sick fish oil and whatever, whatever they're doing. But yeah, you've got all that going on. But a lot of, like I say, your current training now, like, it's more kind of, you have to get in and get it done. It's not serious. A little bit more serious. But the big thing, like, when we teach guys to do handstands, we have one or two trying to learn to walk on their hands now, and it's like I never thought I could do that. But if you're getting that in day one, like, that's going from 0 to, in their head, 0 to 100. Yeah. And they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And as you said, everyone can do it. Yeah. But they've lost. They've lost it. Their fear's grown, and they don't feel that they can do it. And that is brilliant. And that's another thing that you're obviously introducing, because you said like this advanced yoga, but it's not advanced. It's very basic. You just have to have the confidence to teach it. Yeah. But with Yogains and stuff like that, it is growing. You've got a website, and the links and all are going to be on the bottom. So read the article. Always read the article, because it could say something bold.
Very important.
Very important. So for you there, then, where do you kind of want that to? Where's your kind of hopes with that?
I don't know. It's just kind of developed itself naturally. It's organically grown. Yeah, it's organically grown, and it just, even the Yogains thing, I just started randomly calling it that, because it's not yoga. It's not,
you didn't sit down for a week and go, right, I need something. Yoga.
Gains. Food.
I just can't get it. I just can't get it. A big triangle. Team of people working behind it. Yogains.
Yoga gains.
Yeah. But then the simple things are the best things.
Yeah. And it just happened. I mean, people started coming, and it just developed my own style. Figured out the postures that suited CrossFit the best, or like release certain muscles the best, or overuse muscles like your shoulders, you know, all of that. So I worked all of those into the sequence. So I teach like a general sequence of Yogains. So it just kind of developed, and just kind of leaving it grow, seeing what happens. I mean, more and more people are asking me to teach, so it's kind of nice to do little workshops and stuff like that.
So you are doing workshops? Okay, cool. So
you're like, bing!
But so workshops, and then workshops, clinics, seminars, so would that be something that you'd like to kind of obviously square it away that it's yours, obviously, so no one tries to steal your idea.
I had an idea recently, actually, of like training people how to teach Yogains, because I don't have that much time. I'm always I have a lot of classes that potentially I could run at the moment. Yeah. Loads of opportunities, but I don't have myself to put in those situations. So, like, more Claires. Yeah.
That's what we've been talking. But that's perfect, because if something does grow organically, then you then need to support it with more people as you grow, and then it's literally, then it's Yogains is kind of like, it's something along the lines of a CrossFit. It's kind of, you have Yogains trainers, and you then eventually you tier your trainer to a level of experience, and they're all under your method, and then you're kind of just sitting back, and we were talking about it earlier with the Nutella. You get to chill.
Eat Nutella.
Eat Nutella.
Anyone wants to buy me Nutella?
So this is your official top tip, right?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do this at the end, but obviously it came into conversation now. If you want to buy Claire Nutella, which is her #1 present,
post-comp,
you gotta listen to this. Okay, there's 2 different types, and Claire's gonna let you know.
Don't get me the American shit. There's 2 Nutellas. Shocking, I know. One of them has palm oil in it, so check the ingredients. It doesn't taste as nice as the European one, which has like hazelnut butter and like cocoa butter. Doesn't have palm oil. So there's 2, and the palm oil one's not as thick. It's like runnier. Yeah, Nutella expert. So make sure you don't get that palm oil one, because it's nasty. It's not the same. There'll be like something off about your Nutella. Yeah, it's probably got palm oil in it.
So,
top tip.
Don't fuck it up on her, right?
If you're getting me Nutella, oh no, this is going to come out after the comp. It'll be too late.
Next.
If you got me Nutella and there's palm oil in it, you're off the Christmas card list. Garvin.
So that was our top topic. Actually, so yeah, speaking of, so you're an auntie as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and Mary just little Letty. Yeah. So
She's
Garvin,
so cute.
congratulations, guys.
She's a little monster. She's huge. She just eats the whole time. She's gonna be like a super. I know it. She's gonna be like weightlifting, little crazy.
You're not gonna pull her into CrossFit at all.
No, she's gonna do yoga and gymnastics. A little bit of bicep curls, maybe.
You gotta do girls. Girls for girls. So.
Yeah. So my sister, she had her baby, but she was CrossFitting and lifting and everything right up until.
And then she's back.
The week of.
Yeah. And then she's back training and stuff like that, which is great.
The week after she gave birth, she did a 5K run.
Yeah.
It was a pretty hard birth. The baby was big. So it was traumatic. So I've heard. I'm like, la la la.
I'm never going to comment on the traumatic aspect of giving birth. It's not my place.
Yeah.
But at 11:30 today, you're going to find out. Yeah, it's in your face. In 4 weeks, no one's going to understand that.
No.
that's
End of context.
Yeah,
edit it out.
Why did it just stop? I don't know. So. Okay, off track again. So, but sure, that's what we do. So after your competition, what is your goals for you personally? Training, 2015, 2016. Where would you kind of like to see yourself?
At the moment, I'm kind of just trying to make it through the competition.
Yeah.
Not really thinking too much about after. Initially, I was thinking my back would be better by then, but at the moment, it's still not better. So. We'll see what happens with that. And I kind of like to do what I like to do in the moment.
Yeah.
I never do what anyone wants me to do or, what I feel I should do. I just do what I want to do, like train to make myself happy, basically. Okay. So I do what I enjoy. So we'll see after the comp if I enjoy training the way I'm training or if I eat everything and get all my gains back. Get those 10 kilos back of Nutella. I'm sure I can do that pretty quickly. Yeah. But have to reverse diet, all that. So for anyone who doesn't know, when you finish bodybuilding for a comp or prep for a comp, you have to reverse diet. So like you add calories back in slowly. Yeah,
you don't just go feed market and just go to town on it.
Yeah, because I want to keep some bit of the abs.
Yeah.
Like I was lean before. Like people were saying to me, "Oh, you were lean before," and like now I feel like I really wasn't lean before. But mentally, that's just mental. Yeah. Like I was lean before. So I'd like somewhere in between now and then. I think that would be maintainable. I'd also like to see what is maintainable. Yeah. For like the cover of magazine abs. Where can you stop and keep, and still have like a strength or a performance, Still perform and still enjoy life and have a go out, have a social life. Yeah. Nutella every now and again. Saying doesn't have to be all the time. Doesn't have to be a kilo. Once. Yeah. So no American shit. No, yeah. Any Americans watching, you're eating the wrong stuff. Just saying. You're missing it. You're hearing it from her. She knows about Nutella. Hope that Mike got that as a like remind me. I think you should put a jar of Nutella here, actually. I don't know, maybe. If they want to sponsor us. Our sponsor Claire will we'll draw it here. There you go, Nutella, we're calling you out. Sponsor Claire for bodybuilding. So the last thing, again, we ask everyone is any book or person. Generally, it tends to be a person more so lately. Lately, we've 4 episodes, so it tends to be a person. Who in your life would be your biggest inspiration? As in to make you want to do what you want to do and follow your dreams and your goals and just live a happier, healthier, more positive life. I always say, people ask me my inspiration, it's definitely my sister. Yeah. Always say that. She's so inspiring. She's 2 businesses, now a little baby, a competitive Olympic weightlifter, just successful, everything you'd look up to in a person, a good person as well. So my sister is definitely my number 1 inspiration, Mary. And that's, Mary McGrath. So Claire, thanks for being on the show. Hope you enjoyed it. So guys,
Claire has already competed, and she's going to do really well, so obviously we'll get some good feedback from her before this goes live. Check out her website, Yogains. It's going to be on the link below, her social media and stuff, so definitely check this girl out for upcoming clinics, seminars, workshops. Claire, thanks for coming down. And Nutella, sponsors.
Right there.
Just saying, right there. Got a spot for you. Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, guys.
Hey guys, don't forget to jump over to our website crossfitfsm.ie and download your free Rogue Nutrition ebook. And also keep track of our blog, as we've got more upcoming interviews with great coaches and athletes coming your way.